My name is Melset. I'm the Model Lions head coach.
I'm Dylan Falco, head coach of G2.
I'm Thomas Knezenek, and I'm the head coach of Fnatic.
My name is Thomas, also known as Kire. I have played League for 10 years, and since last year I've been a coach.
I'm Nico Jandet, also known as Blue Knight. I'm the head of analytics for Rogue again. Yeah, been at Rogue since the beginning.
I'm striker, also called Yanis. I used to coach in the LFL at K-Corp, and I joined BDS to get into the LEC.
I'm Swiffer. I'm the coach of SK Gaming. I was a pro player back in Oceania for a while, and I made the transition to coaching in 2020.
Three words.
Okay, hang on, let me think.
Pain in... that's 4.
That's a bit of a rough one.
Hardworking is definitely one.
Happy, demanding, focused maybe?
Maybe sometimes I would say annoying, or maybe more impatient. Hopefully also caring.
Tough, knowledge, and passion.
Dedication. I'm just like a bro. Third thing, I'm still not sure.
Hardworking, motivated.
Calm. God, I actually don't know.
You can think if you want.
Yeah, I'll have a moment.
So basically before joining esports, I was a sales engineer.
Okay, before I quit my school, I would be studying IT, so programming especially, and that's what I would have done if it wasn't for League of Legends.
Originally, I wanted to study physics.
I would be a doctor.
Probably informatic engineer.
I would probably try very hard to be a football coach.
Oh, if I went a League of Legends coach, I feel like I would have gone into something to do with like politically related, like ambassadorial work.
I think I would probably be doing something in gaming or competition. There's been no other path for me in life. Either that or maybe just a tech job. I was a computer programmer for a while.
Never thought of it.
The first person I thought was Faker, but...
Probably Tom, the coach at T1, just so I can be around and see how they work and copy a bit from it, I would say.
Comma, so I can see how the organization in esports works.
I think president.
I think it would be pretty cool to be in like a top tier football team.
Mohamed Salah. Big reason why I'm a Liverpool fan is because like this sense of belonging, like that the clubs make, not just, belonging as a fan or a spectator, but as a player would, if I got the chance to swap, I would swap in a second.
It's funny, the first thing that came to my head is something that I can't say.
I was actually a big musician back when I was in high school. I was mostly a drummer. I think it would be mostly fun to either be the drummer of like a big band that plays in arenas. I think that would be a crazy experience. So maybe the drummer for like, I don't know, Muse or Coldplay or some huge band like that.
I would definitely say carry jungle meta, because then you have to have a good support and good mid laner that can have a good synergy, and then you can actually play very proactive. You usually play to invade, you play for camps, and you just play to snowball.
The one that I really enjoyed, I think it was 2021. I think like the Rel, Hecarim, like Nocturne, or like whether you have to get like the crisp engage. If it doesn't work out for you, it really falls apart. And I think I really enjoy watching that come together.
Gragas meta in mid lane, like when we could play Gragas last year, which we sort of forced back as halfway through as well. But any meta where it's not like Arden supports or E-girls is my favorite meta.
Yumi, Melee, or the Enchanters. It was really fun. It was the regular split of last season. It's just, you play around bot. Whoever has a better understanding on how to play around bot, get them lead, and then snowball will just win the game.
It was 2019, summer meta. We had like some flex picks. We could flex Sylas, we could flex Kiana to top lane. We had the Garen Yumi. There was just like a lot of like niche picks that were like yet to be discovered, and those days were with like a lot of flexibility.
For me, it's really related to how much we could win with it, right? So probably 2021, I would say, because that's where I won the most.
I don't have any preference. I just enjoy League in every way.